Hi, Nevaeh here. Welcome. I have a space here for you where we look at some intuition and we try to pull some clarity and some transformation with our intuition. I do channel for the collective and I get different threads of energy and different people. So only take what resonates with you and leave the rest here. I do use divine feminine and divine masculine. And those are energies we all have within ourselves, and sometimes they refer to people as well. Okay, I hear, and I did this channeling before the video, and I pulled the cards and I did a little meditation. And what I got was limitless, seductive, alluring transformation. Limitless, seductive, alluring transformation. And I pulled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. Very beautiful reading, very soulful, deep, clear reading. I get like a prayer, not scripted and very true. Okay, so the law of attraction. This is about the law of attraction. It's a belief that things or a person, when it's something that they think about habitually or in a focused way, are things that will end up appearing in their life. And there was a child, is what I channeled, who manifested and meditated upon song. And it was more than one child, it was two. One masculine and one feminine. And there were specific songs that were repeated over and over, kind of singing it and playing it as a chant. And I see them young and racing to play this music that fed their souls, and sitting and singing and meditating on it. And I mean, maybe it didn't seem like that as a child. You didn't know that you were meditating, but essentially that's what the practice was. I hear Osiris. And Osiris is an Egyptian god and a resurrector that connects death of the soul to renewal. And I hear Isis. And Isis was at first a obscure goddess, who grew into importance, is what I understand. And Queen Nefertiti actually was led by Isis. And if you look at Egyptian hieroglyphics, you can see that she's being led by Isis. And she got her divine power and her legitimacy partially through associating herself with Isis, who was in Egyptian lore at least 2,000 years before Christ. Major goddess. She became a major goddess in the Greco and Roman world for magic and healing and motherhood and rebirth. So when I pulled the cards, what I got for the energy was the Queen of Swords. And Swords is really about a lot of conflict and communication. It idealizes, or the idea or the energy is independence and honest and clear judgment is the Queen of Swords. And I see a unique feminine who communicates in a very defined clarity of truth, unlike almost anybody. And she's like that naturally. It's not an effort. It's not purposeful. It's been like that for her since she was born. And I see that a masculine was baptized by her energy, is the way I would word it. He was baptized by her energy. I pulled the Seven of Pentacles next. And this is an energy of patience and full assessment and long-term growth and goals. So in this connection, there is a lot of patience not off the hand, quick gratification is what I read. The Ten of Pentacles reverse came out next. So there, in this connection, there was an energy of family conflict, financial instability, and deep loss. And I feel like there was components of that for both people involved in the connection. I feel like there was a lot of loss for both, a lot of instability, and financial burdens that were holding back pure expression of love because of practicality. Life isn't all butterflies and rainbows. The next card I pulled out was the Page of Swords. So in this connection, either about the two of them, but I also get independently, despite the connection, both people experienced, even before they realized they were connected in the 3D, that there was energy of gossip. So there's lots of gossip about this masculine, lots of gossip about this feminine, and dishonesty. And there was a lot of impulsive communication is what I get. And I think the impulsive communication came along once they met more in the 3D. Interference into the goodness for the collective. So I get that this connection is like a 144 connection. And they're a couple, and every force that's out there is trying to keep them apart. And for them to be fully connected would bring more harmony and beauty and stability to the human collective is what I get. Okay, I got the Sun reversed. Love the card, the Sun, but it's reversed. So there has been a lot of temporary sadness and pessimism and a lot of blocked joy. I think for both the masculine and feminine, and for those people that are involved in their circles separately. Final outcome. So when I asked, like, what is the final outcome of this? And the Justice card did come out. And what stood out the most for me when you look at the Justice card is a life calling. It's channeling a life calling, which affects the collective in a very positive, dense way. Spiritual truth, scaling right and wrong is what this card's about. And there'll come a time that these two souls can connect in accordance with their sense of righteousness and integrity. And if they had to rush the connection, I sense that the integrity and righteousness wouldn't be the same. Hence the patience, hence the sacrifice for the collective. So this couple has sacrificed for collective good. The universe will provide. That's what this Justice card is saying. The universe will provide for those who are just. And these two souls are just. They're very just. And after a certain amount of time, this divine masculine is very, very smart. He's a smart king. I get it's a he. And the divine feminine is in her receiving energy, is what I get. If this resonates with you and you'd like a reading, you can click the link in the bio or go to www.nevaearose.ca. Lots of love to you, and I hope you resonated with this beautiful reading.